But aren't you gonna take it off in 5 minutes?
Yeah, but you know. Hi there, pups. Welcome back to the doghouse. Interesting video that we're doing today with my lovely friend Adelina.
Hello.
And her beautiful, colorful hair. We, as you guys, I know I mentioned this probably every video that I talk about. I had a past life, many a past life, but I used to be a flight attendant. So we are gonna go through and share some crazy stories about our lives on the road while we do our makeup and get beautified. And I mean, did we pick a theme, Adelina? I don't know.
Yes, it's Sparkle New Year, you know.
So last year was like a roaring 2020 sort of vibe for New Year's Eve. It was actually the same shirt that I wore literally New Year's Eve for
where?
2020. I was in Portland. With my best friend from college. Shout out to Angela. And so we figured we would do an ode to hopefully 2021 with a little bit probably more flair. So my beautiful blue color contacts that live inside my Gudetama case. I don't know if you guys can see it. Gudetama case. Let's see. Maybe no. I always wonder, like, does it really look different? Do you think? I don't think so.
Yes, it's this one. Yeah, I can tell.
You think so? I have a mirror here, guys, too. So if I'm like, not staring off cam.
From the distance, not that much.
Not much. Yeah, that's what I thought too. When I first got them, like, I was thinking of like buying another pair that was like really like oof, like blue. And
I would
like,
get,
you know.
I would get like gray.
Ooh.
Or did you see that? You know that filter on Instagram that everyone uses right now with those like really light green eyes?
Yeah, the sea greens.
Mm-hmm.
I always have to get used to them. My eyes are always like.
I can never. I don't know how you do it.
I try. They're in.
Come closer. Let me see.
Come close to me.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you're like a different person. You look like a different person.
See? I love it. We compliment each other. It's good.
And we used to be, when we met, we were both in Seattle.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, yeah. I was.
Wait, hold on. So backstory. Did you do your interview in LA?
No, Seattle.
Really? Oh my God, really? I did my interview in LA.
That's why we ended up in the same class.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so then did you go to Seattle specifically to interview? Why did you interview in LA?
Because, funny story, my roommate took my car and he was like, yeah, I'll be back in time. And he totally came late and I drove there under 100, obviously.
Oh my God.
And I got there like literally like 2 minutes late and it was outside.
No. Oh my gosh.
So he bought like that.
Okay. He okay. I'm about to be like, listen, that friend, that roommate, I know about all that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a guy, but he's amazing. Shout out.
Hey. So I don't know if you guys probably know this. A lot of my close friends know this. I have a problem with, not problem, maybe I shouldn't say it that way. I have a tendency to like mix a lot of like oils and creams and like it's a strange obsession. So basically, like it's like an Aveeno facial oil that I mixed with like an apricot facial oil that was from, oh my God, it was from Marshall's.
And as you're saying that, I am putting on my primer.
So this is kind of like the face oil right here. This is it.
Do you know
y'all want to talk about some e.l.f. products? Y'all want to talk about some e.l.f. products? e.l.f. product number 1, e.l.f. product number 2, e.l.f. product number 3, e.l.f. product number 4. I mean, we could talk about some e.l.f. products. I have an e.l.f. like eyeshadow brush. Oh, It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Did you?
They're a great brand, and like, there's so many videos that mention this too. There's so many videos that mention that there are a lot of beauty store brands and beauty store products that are phenomenal. They're so good.
I like to put a little bit on my.
Good.
Did you prime?
Yep. So I'm actually priming with the Lorac Perfection mattifying face primer. So good. Literally only I literally, you just need just one little bloop on your finger and you're done. That's all you need. Woo! Okay, so you went all the way to Seattle. You got your yes. You were like, all right, this is it.
They not just yes, they said, yes, can you meet us in Minneapolis in 2 weeks?
Yeah, so oh my gosh, same thing. Did you ever hear this story? Did I ever tell you this? About how I got to LA? Okay, so I had never been to the West Coast before.
First, before you started this story, can I ask you?
Yeah.
I've been watching all these videos. Do you put concealer first or foundation first?
Ooh, so okay, I am a weird creature. I actually, I love weird creatures. I actually just put things in the areas that I need them for. So I will I normally do highlighter first, and then I do contrast, and then I put on foundation and just kind of like
contrast, like contour.
Yeah, so highlight, contour, and then foundation.
Oh.
I had gone to LA for the first time, with my best friend Angela. I was like, actually, okay, so before I put this on, I'm gonna color correct a little bit because I just have a little bit of like spotting just right.
Okay, teach me about this color correcting. I never do that.
So color correcting, I think is it hides that darkness of the undertones of colors. So it's funny that I mentioned this. Because when I went to LA, did my interview, got the offer, I was really scared, and I'm gonna be honest, because I mean, obviously I have tattoos, and so I was worried that like my underarm tattoo was going to show, like if we had like.
I have a tattoo too.
You know what I mean?
Freaking out. I was freaking out.
I was too the whole time. I was so scared. And so I went into an FX of like those effects. Yeah, and I was like, listen, I need to be able to just be able to cover. And then this is actually what they sold me. They sold me this ultimate corrector, and it's in a red.
Wow.
This is the inside. It looks kind of weird, but basically it's supposed to just try to get that color closer to it's literally like I don't have a tattoo. So literally see, even on cam it looks great. You'll have just small spotting, and if you just dab at it, it just blots it away.
What foundation are you using?
So I'm actually going to be using Chanel today.
I love Chanel.
I know, right? So good. So Ultra. I have Chanel.
Le Tint.
Le Tint is so good. And then I went to Ulta. Remember when we went to Ulta, Adelina, and we spilled the powder all over the floor? They were so upset. I felt so bad. We were like, time to go. Bye.
That was the best Ulta trip of my whole life.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun though.
I was covered in MAC glitter.
It was so fun. I love that.
By the way, that's the only way to do Ulta. You have to come out of there in glitter.
You gotta go in with a bare face and try everything from the primer all the way up. But okay, so I went to Ulta and I actually found a brand. Their name was Flesh, and I don't know if they're discontinued, they're not being sold with Ulta anymore, or maybe it's just they're just online. But they have a really great set of foundation sticks. These are actually what I use to do like my contour. So I normally just cut the crease, and I normally
That's a
do
piece. Yes, honey. Cut it.
My nose.
You're so like pro about this. I just take all, everything I have and I just put it everywhere.
I'm really not. Like, no, if you can believe it, like growing up, I was a huge tomboy. I knew nothing about makeup, cosmetic, nothing. Literally nothing.
That's so crazy you say that. Do you remember in training, I took a video of you giving us a lesson of how to put on lipstick? The girl that was the tomboy?
I've come so far. So far. I can't even believe it myself sometimes. I'm like, who are you? Who are you? So I do a little, like I said, y'all should notice by now, I like to blend.
I need that.
I like to mix and match.
Yeah.
So dark circle eraser. So I go so light on the color. This color, oh, that's my elbow, is fair. It depends on the time of year sometimes, because if it's summer, I'll probably go a little darker than this, just because, you know, it's so hot and I'm probably tanning. Not on purpose, guys. I'm not out there just like, this happens, the skin. And if it's in the winter time, I'll use a really light color because my skin is lighter too. And then I always go over the lighter of the highlight with NARS.
I just put on something. NARS, I love NARS.
I love NARS. They're so good. Their creamy concealer could like slay a dragon. Like, it's so good. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's like my jam. I like to just kind of mix it up, do a little of both. It's so weird to like watch yourself like do it in the screen and like not.
I love watching you though.
What I mean.
You're like a painter. You're so
what? No way.
Do you see how I'm doing my cheeks? I just drag it everywhere.
But I love it though.
I'm done.
You're so funny.
Look at that. What? I never done that before.
Really?
No. What is that?
I feel like I always look like the bozo clown because it always looks like ooh, so sad, like ooh.
So what's happening now?
So basically what I'm doing is just kind of essentially just creating shadows. So everything is just lights and shadows with makeup. So we have our shadows, which are our dark corners. And then we have our highlights, which is the light corners. And then your regular foundation just blends and all the rest, you know? So this one is actually almost done. I can literally basically kind of see through it. I don't know if anybody knows about this great, wonderful tip. There's actually a plunger that's typically on the inside of your concealers typically, and it sounds a little hackneyed, but you could take basically like a little small set of pliers in a household kit, and you can literally just pull the inside out, and then that way what you're able to do is collect all of that product that's still in the jar that you probably couldn't get out because of the plunger that normally exists in there. And then if you want, you could always, if you want to get real adventurous, you could always put it under, you could place it, on top of like one of those like heated candle pots, you know, those little pots that heat up and you put like candle wax on them. You could put that on the bottom and that'll kind of loosen up the material, and then you can still get it out.
No, I would tell you, like, no turbulence and no storms and no thunderstorms and nothing comes close to what a human can make you feel. Yeah. Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
What are you? What's the scariest?
Similar story. Like, I don't know what it is about these short haul flights that like people just kind of go cuckoo bananas. Like, why? So I was lead. It was literally a flight from, get this people, Seattle to Spokane. That's literally that short. Like, and you're like, what could be bothering you so much that like, so we are, we're in flight. the other flight attendant comes to me, asks me, do I need any help with, making drinks, snacks, anything? And I was like, no, it's pretty easy flight, no big deal. And so she goes to the back. And so I have a passenger in first class who requested for more snacks. No big deal. That's standard. No big deal.
Exactly 4.
Right? And apparently, so I go back out to go give this guy his snacks, and the passenger
when someone says exactly a number, I give them at least 1 extra.
I know, right? And the passenger that is immediately right behind first class, he's in Comfort Plus.
They realize that they can have all that?
Not even. He goes, well, when do we get our peanuts? And I'm like,
peanuts.
F-bomb dropped and all. And I'm like,
can you explain the technique you're doing right now with your nose? What is happening?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm just so my nose is pretty prominent. So
you're moving it out of the way?
So I just move it out of the way. So, it just kind of blends nice and neatly. That sort of thing. Yeah, so
you're awesome.
And so like, obviously one eyebrow raised at this point. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go back into the forward galley to, put away the snacks. And I'm hearing that this man is getting progressively louder. And so as we find out later on, that one of the passengers that was in first class was like turning around, like egging him on, just being, just riling him up. You know what I mean? And I didn't know this. So this guy at this point, he's screaming.
Are you setting? Is that setting powder?
He is literally screaming in the whole aircraft. And now people are like, and it's
Sonia, you don't even hear me.
Huh?
Is that setting powder?
Yes. Oh yeah, sorry. So I'm using Elf's setting powder, this little tub.
Because I don't use any of
it. Really? No?
No. I use powder, regular powder.
Because remember we were like, are we doing full glam? Are we not doing
yes, it's going full glam for me.
Yeah. Adelina. She's like, this is my glam. This is it right here. Oh, bless.
It's all in the eyes for me. Hold on.
So okay. my roommate in training, I used to get up like 2 hours before. And if you can imagine, guys, training to get the van to go to training was like, what, 7? Like 7:30, something crazy. So for me to get up 2 hours prior was like,
for you, 7:30 is crazy.
Yeah.
For the rest of the world, that's normal.
Yeah. So I've also got from my roommate because that light shined right over the beds.
Who was your roommate?
You remember Penny?
Of course I remember
Penny, yeah. I felt so bad for her because I'd be up every morning like doing this and she'd be like, oh my God, this girl. I mean, hopefully she didn't think that, but in my mind, I felt so bad. Yeah.
Oh my God, now I have all these like flashbacks.
Flashbacks. Oh my God, the breakfast in the morning. And so, okay, so that's to leave you guys on this immediate cliffhanger, no pun intended. So, okay, so now this guy's screaming. Everyone on the aircraft is getting kind of alarmed. We had a Leo. We had a Leo on this flight, but he was sitting in the back. He was like 18 Delta, and he was like asking the flights in the back. He was like, "Do you guys need any help?" And she was like, she's just watching it play out. She's like, "Is it gonna be something that it's gonna have to be a problem or like what?" So,
by the way, your volume went from like 5 to 500.
Oh, sorry. I just get it's so intense, the intensity of the story. It's like, it drives me crazy.
Did you turn it on?
Oh, I know, right? What was I saying? Oh, so this guy now he's like, and I was like, sir, I was like, you are frightening people. I was like, you need to calm down.
Wow. And
so he kept going on about,
and it's up to you, everyone's looking at us like, do something.
Yeah. So, and so he's screaming, and the guy next to him, I don't know who he was to him. They obviously knew each other. And the guy was like, you're going to get yourself arrested. He was like, you need to calm down. And the other guy was like, tell me what to do. Like, he was so angry. Yeah, he was like cursing like so badly. Okay, so now the guy's super upset. There's a lady in 3 Alpha. She's so scared. She was like, please, can I just have one more drink? I'm really scared. He's really freaking me out. La 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 la.
He's freaking me out. Let me get drunk.
Yeah, right. So I was like, okay, lady. Okay, crazy lady. Sure. And so he was saying to me how the system is stupid, how he didn't understand why he had to take off his shoes twice. If he had a connecting flight, why would he even have to do that? I mean, obviously he just was upset from, I guess the and I mean, people who travel a lot understand this. Traveling is exhausting. It's exhausting. And I get it. Yes.
Not for us.
But yeah. And I get it, but there's a sense of decorum of how to vent your frustration, and that's not it. Adelina, if you can imagine, I haven't even started eyeshadow yet.
I see you. You're baking.
Bake. Let it bake.
So what happened?
So he's upset. He's screaming. The other flight attendant from the back is now at the phone in the front. She's calling the captain. She's telling him that we need authorities to like meet us at the gate. Blah blah blah. And so, literally, it got to the point where I was like, sir, like, do you want peanuts? Like, you know what I mean? I was just like, will peanuts shut you up? Like, is this really what it's about? And he was like, it's not about the peanuts. It's about the principle. He was like, you seem like a nice person. This is wrong what the system's doing to you. And I was like, sir, this is my job. Like, I chose this job. I was like, I chose this job. Like, the system isn't doing me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay. Thank you for your concern, I guess. Like, you seem very passionate about about what's happening. But I mean, you are doing the most right now.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? Come through, bro. I was like, you are really doing too much. Like, so basically, like, I don't even know what I said to him to like calm him down. I just talked him down. I was just like, but I mean, it's frightening because you just don't know what people are gonna do when they're that upset, and you're in a contained environment. There is no one else. I mean, yeah, there's a Leo in 18, whatever, but
he's sleeping.
Yeah, there's no one else. You know what I mean? And so it's like, it's you and this person, and you just pray that they don't get this physical, they don't get violent. But it's scary when people, like, emotions are that high and you don't know them and you don't know what they're capable of or what they'll do. Like, so scary. So it's like, okay. So, obviously the captain, tells us to prepare for arrival, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting in the jump seat, and obviously we land and we give our announcements. And I just calmly say to the passengers, once we reach the gate, even after the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, I'm going to please ask for you all to just remain seated. I need for you to remain seated until I have given you the clear that you are free to stand and basically deplane. And so, yeah, I know.
Official.
And so we get to the gate, and obviously,
don't you love when flight attendants make that announcement and then the passenger is just like, wow,
right?
What's happening?
Yeah, right. The one person that's asleep in the back that's like, what happened? No, I'm sure everybody heard this guy screaming like a.
They're up now too. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. I have a couple of different palettes here, guys. I have the Secret Paradise palette. Really, really great.
I love that
palette.
one.
Just some examples of the colors are on the back. Super gorgeous. And then I also have a Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette by Beauty Treats. This palette was literally, guys, $7. $7. And and I got it at Marshall's. Some really, really great nudes that are in this palette. Just to get an idea of what's across the board. And honestly, I keep saying it, but literally just a dab will do ya. I mean, it's a wonderful palette. So good. So I'm gonna start. I actually like the
you're saying I'm going to start and I'm saying I'm going to finish. I went in with pink. obviously.
I'm just so slow. Like,
Do you like it?
It looks so gorgeous. They opened the doors. I told this gentleman that he was free to leave. He left first. And I think the hardest thing, I think a lot of other flight attendants will probably agree with this statement. You have to rein in your own feelings, emotions, whether that's like wanting to like scream at someone, whether that's any sort of emotion that you know is not gonna like be good on behalf of the company that you serve. Like, that's the hardest part of it. Sometimes you really have to kind of check yourself. So I am literally standing at the door as people are deplaning, and like some of them were like, "Thank you so much. I'm so sorry you had to deal." And I think sometimes when people say those kind of things, I'm so thankful you took care of that. Like, thank you. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. It makes you feel even more emotional about it, because I think it just validates the fact that it happened, and you're like, what just happened? Like, did that really just happen? Because finally everyone gets off the plane, and then by then I'm just like, because you just don't know emotionally how to handle that. I mean, thank goodness for the other flight attendant.
It's a lot.
So we had so much fun on that trip. Go figure, like that was like one of the first flights out of the gate. I think we were like a 3 or 4 day trip, and it was like, and she was like, "You're
now
okay.
From you know that after that the whole day is gonna be easy, right?
Yeah. By then you're nothing can come at you. You be like, yeah, you think you bad? You think something's gonna happen? Nah, not today.
You don't know what I dealt with.
Right? Come on, bring it on, throw it at me. You know, like then you're like, I wish you would.
I just like when the pilots are so communicative.
Yes, I love that. When they're so nice and they fill you in on everything that's going on, because I feel like sometimes they like you kind of feel a little left out of the loop, especially when you have to deal with passengers. Like, well, what's going on? And you're like, well, we haven't been told anything from the captain just yet. So,
have you decided what color you're doing on your eyes after that?
Yeah. So I'm gonna stick with this gold and blue theme gold and black that I've got going on the shirt here. There is something about gold that just like, I feel just creates a look. I don't know what it is. I love it to death. So good.
I'm getting more into, and I've never used to wear this, but silver and grays.
Yeah. Yep.
I guess we are doing like festive holiday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
The two most staple colors, right?
Yeah. I love it. We look good. We look so good. We look so
yes,
good.
We do.
All right, guys, sorry, but you're gonna see the mirror because I gotta be able to put.
You need it, yeah. But just look at what this does. I'm always so mesmerized what a liquid liner.
Liquid liner, I love liquid. I
just got an eye. I didn't have this. It's not. See, just fine. And now, bam! I got an eye.
You are so funny. I love it.
Oh, we're doing lashes. You need to finish this at the same time so we can do lashes together.
Yes, I will. Oh, I love
your eyelids look so nice, like golden glowy.
Right? I love and I feel like for me it's the understatement of it. Like it'll catch your eye because you're like, wait, is that gold? Like people are like staring at you for a hot second because they're like.
But they look natural, but you actually put in so much work, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes I really like that part of makeup sometimes where like you can get full glammed up, and sometimes it's just like a simple, like sleek statement. It's not loud, but it looks just as polished. You know what I mean?
Ooh, look at this. It just pulled my eye. Do you see this? Babe,
oh yeah. Look. Woo! And that little wink. Okay, I see your little wink there. I'm like, look good.
Oh, that looks amazing. Close your eyes. Look at me. Wow. Like, look at that. That's the magic of makeup right there. Like, that's amazing what you can do. We need to go out after this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is my friend Adelina. As you say, hi.
Yeah. We just did our makeup. We were going out.
We have so much here. I love the area that we're in. We're literally like 15 minutes from the strip. There's everything close by, food, shopping, like there's opportunity to get somewhere that you want to do stuff, and there's already things like really to do here, which is kind of cool. And okay, so a couple of tips about lashes, and this is just from a poor child that's learned a lot of trial and tribulation. So now that since we're speaking about eyeliner, if I'm gonna put on lashes, I tend to actually kind of overline my lashes just a hair, because since those artificial lashes are black, if they don't sit well on that line that you've put them against on your eyeliner and they're too high, you're gonna have to go in and fill, and that's annoying. So sometimes I just add just a little hair of a line. I go a little line higher than I normally do, so that way I don't have to sit and touch it up.
It's on top of your lashes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm pleased. I'm gonna put on some primer and some mascara. Which mascara do I want to use? So many different kinds. So there is a store, guys, called Merle Norman.
Merle?
All of the products that I've used, I ordered this primer that I'm using right now, their mascara. I also ordered their lipstick. I always hate when there's like crease lines, and it drives me crazy. Sorry to be so weird.
Do you do your lower lashes too?
I only dust because sometimes I get a really horrible raccoon eye.
Do you have any plans, by the way, for? I know you're not.
We didn't leave off on any. We didn't leave the people hanging. Did we answer everything that we had just mentioned?
Well, I'm talking about plans for Christmas and New Year's right now.
Oh, okay. I'm looking too far ahead. No, I have none. So I will be here.
I need to know when you're doing lashes, okay?
Okay, will do.
But like, I have so much mascara on. Like, why am I putting lashes all over this? Look at this.
Because it's to match the volume of your lashes to the volume in your the mascara to add the volume. You know what I mean? That way, the way it'll blend.
I know it looked like a whole different world, but.
All right, so I don't want to lean this up because it's literally almost finished. But this thing, guys, the Cheek Parade from Benefit.
Yes.
Oh my God. Look, this is how good it is. Like, it's literally almost finished. Like, it's been serving me so long. I really just love this palette because, so the e.l.f. setting powder for the under eye is a smoother, your skin looks like porcelain. It's a smoother, softer finish than the other one. It's just that the color is too bright for my skin. So I always go. So, yeah, no plans for 2020 going into 2021 with COVID going on, and my grandma, who's like, she's really been a cheerleader for me, most of my life, just telling me to just go and support my dreams, and don't be afraid to go see the world. I haven't been able to go and see her because I'm just so afraid with this virus. Like,
and I'm sure she is too, right?
Yeah, and so she's literally living like by herself, and obviously high risk, older aged, like not a lot of people are coming through, and she doesn't want to go anywhere either, which I don't blame her. So I mean, this year in general has just been very difficult. You know what I mean? So I think for me, once the all clear has been given and everything is safe, I would love to just go. I mean, and I have so many friends in Florida too who are just like, when are you coming home to visit? I was like, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm just swooping some MAC blush here onto my cheeks. There's the MAC. This one is Breath of Plum. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna, as we're getting ready to wrap up, get our lashes on. I actually have a pair of lashes from this really great Instagrammer. Her handle is Thou Art Anuli. I'll connect her information in the description box below. Oh my God, go and buy lashes from her. Y'all, these will change your life. I swear to you, they're so good. So the color, so while we're gonna put on our lash glue, we're gonna wait for our lash to dry. I am going to once again blend, because this is my obsession, my lip colors. I always start with a base because I just can't stand dry, chappy lips. It's really not my jam.
Oh, I
so
do that
always start with Vaseline. The little potted Vaselines that they have are a dream. I love the rose. That nice little under hint of red is a gorgeous tone. They also have a limited edition champagne version that smells amazing. So good. Okay, so you have your lashes in front of you.
Yes, but you already put your glue on?
No, I didn't put mine on yet. Right? I haven't put mine on yet.
Okay.
So for the lash glue that I'm going to use the Duo. And the really great thing actually I really like about this Duo brand is actually it's black. It's black ink. So the glue is Tartist. I love that name.
From Tarte.
What a great name. That was another tip that you were asking about, Adelina, earlier too. I really do love the black glue. I tend to put it, if there's one thing that I cannot stand, it's lashes that start to fall off midday. I cannot, it drives me bananas. It really irks my soul. So I'm waiting for my glue to just dry. Just working on my lips a little bit, and I also have highlight that I'm also going to throw on. Let's see. So I don't even know, did I mention the two lip colors I'm going to use? I have Bare Minerals. I love this stuff.
When I was going through, I love that color on you so much, by the way. It just complements the eyes and everything else that you've done. Like, it just brightens everything up.
Like chocolate. Oh, so good.
I need that color, I think.
Nudes. Okay, so now listen. Here's the thing. I don't use any of those like things that like I can't do it. It doesn't work for me. I don't know if that will work for you. I don't know. So here's the deal. What I normally do, and this is just me, I literally just take it, and wherever the center is, I try to set the center first, because the outsides are gonna bow. They're not gonna curve immediately to frame your eyes. So if you can stick this part first, and then that way you can just press it right along the line. That's why I say I like to let my mascara dry, because I don't want to press and like it's messy. So I like to stick and then just gently kind of, and then once you get into this inner crease, you just got to kind of push and just kind of press to hold, and it'll kind of just kind of sink its way in. I don't know if that was the best explanation of it. That's just like, I've been doing it for ages, you know. I love how silent it gets. It's like,
glue it on.
for me, if I'm feeling like I really want to go out and I really want to feel like super baboon, then I'm definitely gonna put them on.
Super baboon.
Like sometimes for me, I feel like lashes make or break the look. And I don't know, maybe that's like too much emphasis, but
no, you're right.
I really think they just set a different. I feel like you look like a bad bitch. Like you look like you could take on the world. You know what I mean? Like
yours is like stuffy.
I know. I love them. There's one other place. You know, next year's 33 for me. And I've been saying for years that I want to go to Hawaii, and I still haven't gone yet. I know, isn't that crazy? It's wild. So,
oh yeah,
do
not tell me you've never gone to, and you lived in Seattle.
I know.
The most flights going to Hawaii from Seattle.
I know.
I can't.
Yeah.
And please go. If you have the opportunity right now to fly, just go. Just
That's
don't
what
even.
I want. That is really what I want. That's like one of the bucket things for sure. All right, so here's your second attempt. This is.
We're ready?
I always feel like it's like the ultimate game. I'm like, can I put these on or can I put these on? Like sometimes I have to like psych myself out too, because I'm always like, yeah, you got it. You got it.
And then it's not in there.
And then it's not in there. Ha. If you know, you know. Ha. Is it in? Yep, I like tack it on, and then like I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna press and hold.
I think, yeah, that's like the best trick. Wow. Woo!
And then of course you can always touch up your eyeliner. But see, okay, remember I was saying like sometimes if you underline your eyeliner, now depending on where your lashes sit, you might have to touch this up. So it doesn't look bad, but you'd probably want to fill just a little more on this line. So
you know what I love about your lash? Your lash is giving you double wing.
Yeah.
Like if you look down, like you get 2 wings. One from the, yeah. Ooh, yes. Wink it.
Did you say bad wink, Sonia? That's why, listen, I did this backwards, but normally I do eyeshadow, eyeliner, lashes first. Because if you f it up, it takes nothing to like put on foundation. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. But the eyeshadow, the eyeliner, because you need to go slow. Like you need to line them slowly. And then you're waiting on lash glue, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, it's all the other stuff that you're like, oh my God, this is taking so long.
We have to go out.
Yes, we do.
Do you have a little tiara that you can wear next time?
I don't think I do, to be honest.
Every girl should have a tiara.
I have an old school Hello Kitty crown. That's about it.
Done. Any crown would do.
She said any crown. That'll do. That works.
Perfect.
So just to finish up, what did I do? What did I do to highlight? I just did churro. What is churro from? I don't even remember.
Let me see.
ColourPop. ColourPop is churro. Churros, ColourPop. ColourPop, ColourPop, churro. And I just dabbled a little bit, just like Adelina did, just below eyebrows, on the dip of the nose and on the bridge. Maybe I could do a little cupid's bow here. I did go over the lipstick. All right. Is this it? Is this that moment?
This is it. Yeah.
You're so cute. Bless. All right, pups. So I hope you guys had a great time sitting and with Adelina and I as we chatted through our lives as flight attendants. Please keep an eye out for some other videos. We're definitely going to do more. Please let us know in the comments if you love flight attendant talk. Please let us know if you have any questions about flight attendant life. Maybe we'll try to answer some of those questions as we're in the next video. Thank you so much for coming along with us on this journey called life, and I hope to see you guys around in the next video. So like, subscribe, hit the bell, and come along with us for the next time. Okay, as Adelina would say,
like goddesses, prepare cabin for arrival. Wow.
Okay, record. Is it recording? Oh, it says it's recording. Okay, so y'all, if y'all can imagine how long you took to set this up. Okay, but anyway, thank you for making me stick to it. For today, it took us, what, 3 hours? I felt so bad. I'm like,
3 hours of waiting for you is nothing because I waited for 3 years. You're worth it, baby.
Oh, bless you too. Honestly. Wait. Let me just wet these really fast, my beauty blenders. Okay, second.
Okie dokie. I'll be done with my eyes by the time you come back.
Okay. All right, I'm back. Fill me in. What happened? Tell me everything.
You're gonna cut through this. You're editing this.
Oh, that's going on the B-roll. You're editing. Oh, like, okay. I got it. To this day, that picture on my flight attendant badge is the best picture I've ever taken.
Your hair.
My life. I know. The hair, the makeup, everyone was like, you are to the nines every day. And I was like, if y'all only knew that in real life, I never looked like this. Like,
yeah. So are we going all out with this makeup?
I was wondering. I was going to ask you that. it's a bummer to think like I'm just gonna put this on to be like, well,
let's go watch TV now.
I know, right? Time to go wash it off.